Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pretty important game because if Mr. Grubby wins this game, his goal is achieved. If you don't know, he wanted to get into 2,500 MMR on the Warcraft 3 Champions. 2,500 MMR is a lot actually. Now there is not that many Korean and top Chinese players active on Warcraft 3 Champions, so there's a little bit of MMR inflation, but still 2,500 MMR makes Mr. Grubby one of the best players. Currently on the server, Starbuck is the best orc. Yes, Starbuck can play multiple races, and with orc he has 2,700 MMR. After that we have Mr. Cash, and I think if Grubby gets into 2,500, he'll be easily the third best orc on the server. He's, of course, it has to be like that. He's playing versus Nidal. We all know that Mr. Grubby struggles a little bit in his games versus Nidals, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's practicing. He's practicing hard, and Hitman also was playing a little bit of Nidal, so maybe Hitman will get motivated and he will like challenge Mr. Grubby Orc MMR. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on this very game. If you don't know, Mr. Grubby was practicing with Blade Master Mirror Image Opener, but in this like weird variation of playing one Grand, one Burrow Tech, but instead of playing Windwalk, he was going for the mirror image to basically creep level 2 and then like run after the Night Elf. We'll see about that. So definitely he's worn up. He has been playing a lot of Warcraft since like 1 week, because after his tournament OnlyFans Invitational ended, concluded, Mr. Grubby went to play a lot himself. In the past, you know, he got a little bit like, maybe the word frustrated is wrong, but he was a little bit like, I just play free games and those Night Elves, those like, or when he was in the queue for 5 minutes, he was like, okay, let's play something else, you know. There is a lot of cool other games to play, but now, no, ladies and gentlemen, he wants to get his 2,500 MMR, and he's pulling this Murloc to do so. But ladies and okay, the Grand can attack, so very nice pull, very nice pull. The idea is that if your Grand get ensnared and he's like out of position, you don't deal additional damage. And look at this efficient creeping by Mr. Grubby. He's pulling another cap, and he's pulling it to the Murloc. He's pulling it to the Murloc. Mr. Grubby is like Night Elf. I got your Wisp with a pure skill. That was a very high level move. He aggroed the creep on the Night Elf Wisp. Okay, that's interesting. So yes, no War Mill. Mr. Grubby is going to make 3 grants, and then he will use them in order to creep his Shadow Hunter, I presume. With Blade Master Mirror Image, ladies and gentlemen, you can send your beautiful Blade Master across the map. And the idea is to check if there is sneaky expansion by the Night Elf, but the reality is there is no expansion. Now it's an interesting moment for me. Mr. Grubby is in the middle, and he actually played Window Walk. I like it. I like it. So we are skipping the crit in order to basically we may play what Mr. Remo Demo from Back to Warcraft loves, 1-1-1 spec, right? So we'll have 3 spells on level 1, and Wisp is out of position, and the Wisp is dead. Another Wisp for Mr. Grubby. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grubby is going for the Wisps, which is absolutely normal in this matchup, and without Windwalk is a little bit harder to do. And Soima, the opponent, a very high level Night Elf, around 2,300 MMR. It's definitely, okay, about to lose some Wisp. No, very nice micro in this Wisp Hospital. Ooh, speaking about nice micro moves, look at these Wisp body blocks. Look at those Wisp body blocks. Mamma mia. Demon Hunter has boots of speed. This Grand is dead. This Grand is dead. Even Mr. Grubby is trying to protect the Grand. I don't think it's possible. Don't tell me that Grubby will save this Grand. Don't tell me that he's body blocking the Demon Hunter so hard. This Demon Hunter, as the name suggests, he's still on the hunt, but Mr. Grubby is so sneaky. I thought that this Grand has an absolute no chance because the Demon Hunter is so fast with the boots of speed, but Mr. Grubby, with his own body, he protected his Grand. Okay, don't go too close to the creeps, Mr. Grand. And speaking of Grands, there are 2 healthy ones. And this Night Elf is like, Mamma mia, Mr. Grubby is good. He has a strong micro. That's for sure. The decision what about the buildings to make on tier 2 is also pretty classic. We like to play shamans versus keeper, but not. But in other cases we go for tower and totem for the spirit walkers. Overall, you prefer to have AoE dispel to dispel roar and reju, and also you have a bonus with the spirit link, which is of course very, very, very good. So. 3 grounds in total, that's the standard. One of them is on vacation in the hospital. Mr. Grubby doesn't have a TP. Mr. Grubby is looking for wisps. And yes, the idea is, thank you for the raid, Mr. Ina, the idea is to basically creep your second hero, but we have only 2 grounds. Is it enough to creep the orange here? Without, with Hex maybe, because Hex duration is quite long. And yes, Mr. Grubby is making sure that his grunt is not being attacked. Of course, it's not that easy to control everything. And look at this, Mr. Grubby is in shape. He cancelled one of the lures, so it's basically going to be much, much, much slower bears. And yes, we need to start healing at some point. Are we hexing again? I would consider hexing again. I think it's worth it, but we'll see about that. Of course, Mr. Grubby is busy with all of the micro here. Okay. First Raider joins the party. And yes, Mr. Grubby, playing as an orc, is doing very well here. Okay, what have we bought? I think Circlet, right? Only Circlet, but it probably was in the start of the game. And look, Shadow Hunter is healing nicely. And look who is coming back home, Blade Master. Hello, Blade. My name is Blade Master. I have healing souls. But what's the plan? Usually at this stage of the game, the orc can think about expanding, but maybe Mr. Grubby has another plan, and his plan is to creepjack! Oh no, you need to outplay your opponent, another circlet as a reward. Of course, he came near to the Nidelf. Nidelfs are dangerous, but Mr. Grubby is like, Saul, without dryads, without bears, this Nidelf has no chance. Yes, he can entangle my raider, but he needs to spend double entangle to kill it. And I'm going after his units as well. Ladies and gentlemen, very, very, very strong creepjack by Mr. Grubby, but this keeper is dangerous for a reason. Before there is this pull, entangle is quite annoying to deal with. Mr. Grubby was trying to deny his own grant. So far so good for the orc. No expansion. Mr. Grubby, maybe he just wants to pressure. Maybe he wants to just finish the game like that, but still, this creepjack was nice. But remember, Nidelf is not online yet. He's producing bears and dryads. He will get his tier 3 item, Orb of Venom, and then he will be the most dangerous. And Mr. Grubby, yes, he agrees. There is no way to finish the Nidelf early. He needs to expand. Zeppelin, maybe, we'll see about that. Zeppelin bought by the Nidelf first, just to deny the possibility, of course. Grubby bought a Shredder! Grubby's like, come on, we need all of the damage we can get. And what about the Blade Master? Blade Master is again a little bit low. By Supper! By Supper, that's my... He bought the Supper, but Grubby bought the Supper to lower the HP of the Demon Hunter, and Demon Hunter survives by the micro. Nobody will say, ladies and gentlemen, that Mr. Grubby does not deserve 2500 MMR versus winning versus opponent that micro like that. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Grubby was trying to buy the Supper to kill the Demon Hunter, and Demon Hunter was saved by the Zeppelin. Absolute cinema, as the youth says these days, Kappa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Blade Master is dead? Blade Master is dead? So this game is definitely not looking that great for Mr. Grubby, but still, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Grubby. He's on the way for his 2500 MMR, but remember that Nidal will probably has access to Rejuvenation, and with Rejuvenation, the bears are very, very, very efficient. So, level 3 on the Shadow Hunter helps a lot with healing, and look at this Staff of Teleportation to start regenerating mana quickly. Yes, Shadow Hunter is all about the mana. Grubby's long distance mining. Okay, so Mr. Grubby is not committing into the expansion. Maybe the idea was that he invested into this freaking Supper. And you know, Suppers are quite expensive, that he had to like remake the Blade Master. So Mr. Grubby for now is going for long distance mining, and of course with the support with the Shredder, he needs his workers only to make more burrows. Okay, creeping continues, ladies and gentlemen. Scouting illusion is of course nice. And yes, Nidelv is now getting more and more efficiency with the tier 3 bears. He's definitely going for. Grubby knows a lot what is happening on the map. And yes, he spots the Nidelv. I see rejuvenation going on. There is no expansion. There is one base, one base. Grubby can think about creep jacking maybe the Nidelv on the red camp. Because Grubby knows. Grubby knows where the Nidelv was, but Grubby's like, okay, he's not going, ladies and gentlemen, for the middle, so I will grab the middle. Or maybe he actually is going. Let's see the inventory of the Nidelv. There is no Orb of Venom yet. So Nidelv is not online fully. Grubby wants to get the item. Book of the Dead versus Nidelv. Let's see if Grubby is going to sell it. One wisp can destroy the Book of GG effect. Because summons can be harmed by this pull. Ladies and gentlemen, Grubby is creep jacking and Nidelv is scared. Nidelv is scared. There is no Orb of Venom. He doesn't want to fight here. And ladies and gentlemen, TP forced. And Mr. Grubby gets the camp. It can be a nice item here. I don't know which is the best, but maybe Vampiric Aura. Flute. I think we are selling the flute, right? Are we selling the flute? I would sell the flute. Like, we don't have that many. Yes, flute, salt, exchange for a heal scroll, probably. And Mr. Grubby feels good. The only problem is he doesn't have an expansion. That's the only issue. We are getting ready for the late game. But one base versus one base is a problematic late game. Yes, Book of GG is still here. So Flute sold, Book of GG kept. So maybe he wants to like kill all of the Dryads, all of the Wisps, and then use Book of GG in like one of the final fights. Now the players are probably splitting the red camps between them. Mr. Grubby's sentry ward from the item that he have found is, yes, confirming this. And Orb of Venom is here. But Grubby, because he stayed tier 2, didn't expand, he decides to, okay, I need to do something. And he's the first player to break the supply. The red, Helm of Valor. We call it Captain America mask. Okay, and Snare. This is an empty Zeppelin. Ladies and gentlemen, +2 agility. Circlet is on the ground for the... Look at this Blade Master, man. Look at him. Another Ensnare. Okay, that's cool. And yes, I think Grubby is online. I think Grubby is going to attack, because what else Mr. Grubby can do? There is no expansion for him. There is long distance mining. Entire map is almost crapped. And he's breaking his supply. He has a lot of items. He's ready. There is no item here anymore, because Mr. Grubby already crapped this a little bit. We have sentry wards versus sentry ward, like Mexican standoff. Who is going to disappear first, Kappa? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grubby is creeping. So he's not pushing. That's it. Hidden expansion on the top. Okay, that's an idea. Or maybe it's not an expansion. We'll see about that. So Mr. Grubby broke the supply. It means that he wants to fight. He was doing long distance mining from the top and from the bottom. Maybe he was afraid that Nidelv is near the middle of the map to the bottom, and he decided to like preemptively save his peons. That's smart. But I think we need to fight. Did we sell the Book of GG? Yes, we sold the Book of GG, as you can see. Also, it was like taking space of our inventory. Mr. Grubby has the speed scroll, and Mr. Grubby wants to really creep his Shadow Hunter into the higher and higher level. Okay, what are we going to go? Okay, what are we going to do with the ring +4? Is it worth it to pop the clarity for the ring? Are we popping the clarity? I would pop the clarity, I think. But no, Mr. Grubby is like, let's save this for later. This item is basically a designer item. Mr. Soima, our opponent, has upgraded Moonwells. And remember, it's one base. Nidelv is breaking the supply as well. We know that. Oh, Mr. Grubby is like, okay, come to me, Nidelv. Entire map is crapped. I broke my supply. Good luck with coming here. Interesting. I thought that it's too late to expand like that, because Nidelv will get too much value. And I thought that if Grubby is breaking first, he will attack. But ladies and gentlemen, who knows better, me or Grubby? I think it's pretty obvious that Mr. Grubby knows better. So, as they say in Breaking on Better Call Saul, show me. Show me the plan here, Mr. Grubby. Let's see. Let's see. Because, you know, the problem is, if we are now going to attack the Mr. Grubby and snare this flying critter. So definitely, you know, when entire map is crabbed, the Warcraft players are a little bit bored. Okay, Mr. Grubby is splitting the, spreading the Spirit Link, his ability to, like, split the damage. Okay, Nidelf wants to fight, maybe. It's a good... Okay, we have Scroll of the Beast, we have the Wisp. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting in the middle. Remember that Grubby is trying to expand, so he doesn't need to... Maybe he wants to just devour bears and teleport out? That would be smart. Okay, 3 devours already here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nidelf needs to do something. The amount of bears is heavily reduced, and Grubby is going for the hero focus! Oh no, this is a very bad fight for the Nidelf. Mr. Grubby is just owning. He's just owning. He went for the keeper, he ate the bears. Where is your efficiency? Mr. Nidelf. Grubby is like, okay, there's a reason why I'm 2500 MMR and you are 2300 MMR, smiley face. Of course, Mr. Grubby would never write something like that, but that's the message here. Demon Hunter goes down. And the Nidelf got out microed. The Nidelf, you know, had a good situation. He was close to his base. And you know what is the most sad about this? Probably... I can't believe this. Ladies and gentlemen, Nidelf died with like plenty of moon juice. Plenty of moon juice. Yeah. You don't want to die with that much. I think he just got surprised. I mean, about Mr. Grubby micro. Like, Mr. Grubby just out-micro him that hard that Mr. Nidelf didn't even had time to drink the moon juice. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations for Mr. Grubby for getting 2500 MMR. Of course, there is a lot of speculation in the community. Is Grubby competitive? Can Grubby play the tournaments? Guys, playing tournaments takes a lot of time. It's stressful. So yes, shout out for Mr. Grubby for still having this competitive urge to get 2500 MMR on Warcraft Champions, and definitely he's one of the best like European players still, even without being that active. And winning versus Mr. Soima is hard, and Mr. Grubby has been losing to Mr. Soima in the past, but now he gets in shape, and I think we can agree that this fight, ladies and gentlemen, was pretty decisive. GG for Mr. Grubby. I'll keep you informed. Is Mr. Grubby going for like 2600 MMR or something else? Thank you for watching the YouTube video, and consider subbing, and see you later. Bye bye.